Welcome back to another episode of Apartment 12. First episode.
Brought to you by Mountain Lightning. The limey taste you can't resist. Alright.
Right now we've got a good playlist playing from brought to you by various artists. Classical music for dogs is the playlist.
We've got all four of us here. We have, of course, the infamous Brangadin. We have the famous...
Doesn't even say anything.
Famous Noah. The infamous Luke. And the famous Dakota.
No. Just...
Alright, knock once if you can hear us, knock twice. Others. Other one. Okay, we're all good. Alright, today we got you a great little schedule of events. Events and tasks that we're doing. Would You Rathers are first on our list. We got great guests. Great guests coming in
First
today.
of all, we have infamous Brangadin. Alright, no, we're going to start with Would You Rather.
And then we'll see.
We'll discuss our options.
Alright.
And no one named Grant will be coming over today.
Never. If you're named Grant, you can't.
And if anyone says infamous again, they're not going to be...
What do you call it?
On the
On the
ground.
podcast.
Good standings with the Lord.
We're going to be on the
On the
podcast.
podcast. That's what
What's that old saying? Oh yeah, on the podcast.
Yes. Alright. First one. Would you rather become retarded for 15 minutes every time you think of the word sensitivity, or fart loudly every time you see an analog clock?
What's an analog clock?
Just a
One
normal
that doesn't have-
clock.
Yeah. Well, not actually. Like,
Wait, what happens when you see that clock?
You fart.
You fart.
You become retarded for 15 minutes from the word sensitivity?
Yeah, whenever you think of that word.
I don't think of that ever.
Yeah, but you would if it was like something. It was your trigger word.
That's true.
But I'd always want to look at a clock if I could fart.
Yeah,
So
so
wait,
it's not
is-
that bad.
is-
But it'd be kind of fun to just become retarded.
What do you mean fun?
Like interesting. You could study yourself.
Wait, so are you farting constantly while you're looking at it?
Yeah, or for example, what
So
if
if you're staring at this clock, you're just letting one loose.
or what if you you look at a clock and become retarded, and your retarded self keeps looking at the clock?
That's not the clock. That's a sensitivity thing.
Oh yeah. Well, okay. What if
So now you're just retarded
So you
right
you
now.
have the look
Damn
at
it.
it.
Alright. Yes, I am retarded now for 15 minutes.
No, but what if somebody that had, let me say, they were mentally disabled? What if they chose the fart one?
Yeah.
And they had a thing where
Or they'd be reversed.
they'd go in fits of rage and stare at a clock for 20 minutes. So
wait.
they're already mentally retarded.
Thank you for.
And they're farting constantly, so it wouldn't... I mean,
So-
society gets a win-win. They get jokes and laughs, but
This kid
for
is
them,
a kid.
is
a
it better
kid-
to hurt one person for the success of many? Because farting is very,
Oh,
very
don't-
exciting.
oh,
So
don't
you're
ask
talking about
me.
the greater good now.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any greater good when you're talking about farting and retardation.
I just think 15 minutes of retardation is not that bad.
Well, you can all get your 15 minutes of fame by farting.
Each minute is also a minute of fame.
Is
for
that what it
retarded.
is?
I've been
15
retarded for
minutes of
15
fame?
years,
Yeah,
ever
15
since I
years.
got my vaccination at age 5.
Whoa!
I
My
kind of know
cousin
what it's
died
like.
when he
No,
turned
we're
7.
not. We're sponsored by Doctors Anonymous,
Oh shit.
and they.
Are they against vaccines?
No. Well, why would they be against them? It just gives them more money if people take them, because you know
'Cause you're
vaccines
retarded.
cost money.
Oh, because they cost money.
Yeah. All right, next one.
No one really answered the question.
No, you have to go through and actually do it, and then somebody gets it right.
Okay.
All right, yeah. All right, Dakota, what do you think?
I gave my answer.
Oh, all right.
Which one?
I would not do it myself. I'd trick the tester
Oh, jeez.
who was asking me into thinking
So it's me.
into thinking that I was this mentally retarded boy, and I put a little microphone in his ear. So I'm telling him what to do. He does not understand it because of his condition,
Okay.
of course.
I mean,
But I test him so he always has to choose the
Oh.
fart or else he gets shocked.
oh.
So he chooses the fart, and I still shock him because, of course, it was funny. And he learned every time he gets shocked, he has to look at a clock. So right when he picked the fart, I shock him, and then
Okay.
20 minutes of
Fair.
farting.
I know.
I would say I'd have to choose the fart. I just think of the word sensitivity way too often.
Okay. What if you're sensitive to being farting at clocks now?
I just.
Ever
I
think about that, huh?
Not sensitivity.
Oh,
You know?
sure. Alright,
Loophole.
alright, Brandon.
I'd do the retarded one because I think it'd be interesting to be able to just become retarded, and I think people would like that. It's a good party trick.
Yeah.
Just be able to become retarded.
Also, your penis would get super long.
True. You physically become
Yeah.
one too.
Yeah.
And your name would
And
become
yourself,
Timmy.
yourself, Luke.
Well, I would have to go with retarded because whenever I look at a clock, I already fart. So.
Oh, yeah. So.
You're
The
all
best of
wrong.
both worlds.
You're all wrong. Dakota had a 34% correct
Oh,
due to
yeah.
my calculator I have for this question.
Did you round that up from 33.3? Because that's what I was shooting for.
Oh, no, it was 33.2, but you can't have...
Well, 33.3 is exactly 1/3 of 100, and that's what I always shoot for on tests.
Okay. Wow.
Well, I learned it in math, so it's not that.
Oh, that makes more sense. Alright. Would you rather be Rick Harrison or his pawn shop?
Is Chum Lee an option?
Somebody's
Yeah.
inside of you if you're the punch.
Oh yeah, I'd be the
Oh,
pawn shop to have him
Jesus.
inside me. Then.
Well,
Yeah.
even if you're Rick Harrison, Chum Lee's probably inside of you.
True.
Wow.
No, I'd be Rick Harrison because he gets to say,
Yeah.
"I'm Rick Harrison,
Yeah,
and this
I'd
is my
be Rick
chum."
Harrison too.
Yeah.
Being a shop.
I
would
don't
be
really understand
boring.
what it would be like to be a shop, so.
Well,
You never know
It's-
what's gonna come into you. You know.
well, what's the difference between a pawn shop and a pawn store?
Pawn stars.
I would let you too bad.
Damn it.
Yeah, Rick Harrison I think is a unanimous.
Rick
decision
Harrison
here.
for-
Well, hold on there. I've never been an inanimate object before.
I've never been.
Is a building an object? Would you consider a building an object?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it can't think for itself, and it's an object.
Oh yeah, that second one really does make it an object.
You can't use the word in the definition of the word.
Oh my.
Alright, so well, let's just go about one by one. What do you think, Dakota?
Oh, I'd much rather be Rick Harrison because I'd constantly just laugh at myself in my room or some shit.
Good point. Very good point. I never thought about it that way.
I just look at myself in a mirror and just freak out.
Holy shit, I'm Rick Harrison.
Alright, I've changed my answer.
Yeah,
Yeah, me too.
You're right.
I'd do the pawn shop. I'd have a lot longer to live. Rick Harrison's like old and fat, so he's
But
probably
also,
gonna die
you
soon.
could be owned then.
Yeah, I want to be.
Would that be human trafficking or
Shop trafficking.
Object trafficking.
shop? Okay,
Shop trafficking.
got it. Shop trafficking. Alright, it's unanimous.
We both can do this.
Would you rather be a sad, strange little man or a child's plaything?
A sad, strange little man.
What is a child's
Isn't that a
plaything?
child's plaything?
Well, that depends.
Yeah, but what exactly does a child's plaything mean? Like, are you a toy?
Oh, you know.
Or just
Are
like,
you a sexual partner?
I don't know. Do children have playthings?
Alright.
Are you their muse? They get very creative around you and paint.
I'd be a small, sad old man, I think.
Oh,
I
old
don't-
man?
Yeah.
I thought it was just a small, sad little man.
No, strange little man. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
I don't know.
Okay, yeah. I'd be
Well,
a strange little man because then you could still dress up like a toy and be the child's plaything.
Oh, true. But you'd be
I probably won't
sentient.
play
Yeah,
that.
but you get
I
the
am.
best of both worlds.
We are not
Are you at the door?
sponsored by both worlds.
Okay,
So-
so 1 second here.
Here, I'll give it to
But
her.
I thought we said there are no grants allowed.
Hannah Montana BJ'd my dad, so we are sponsored
Oh.
by them.
Would you rather die in 8 hours or 5,000 years?
Oh, 5,000 years.
No.
That's not.
Oh, are you
well,
dying the entire duration of the 5,000 years?
No, just
No, you
instantly.
would die then.
Oh!
no. Yeah. So would you rather it would be 5,000 and blank Noah's age?
True.
I don't get the question.
Would you,
Use it
rather,
in
would
a-
you rather die in 8 hours or 5,000 years?
Luke, can you use the question in a sentence?
Okay. So you're walking down the street and
And you
there's
die in 5,000
There's
years.
3 lemons, a very large one, a very small one, and
A
a
very
really,
medium
really
one.
medium one. The large one comes up to you and says, "Would you rather die in 8 hours or 5,000 years?"
That's like a run-on. That's like a paragraph.
No.
That's a runny one.
I would take 5,000 years, just because
Same.
there's more years.
I think Grant
Just
wants
in
to
general,
run
the
over.
number is bigger.
And I think that 5,000 years isn't like horrible. Like some of those that are like
Oh my God.
3 million. It's
Yeah.
like you might just be living
No.
on like.
Yeah.
But then imagine, so when you're 1,000, you can do magic, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
Imagine
right.
what you can do with 5 times that age.
Yeah. Okay. For
Alright,
those of you who weren't eating dinner with us, we found out that if you become 1,000 years old, you can kill
can
people
do
with looks,
magic.
aka where the phrase looks could kill.
Or you're a real lady killer.
Yeah.
It's because there was just a guy that killed ladies. He wasn't 1,000.
No.
End of sentence.
That was just silly. So yeah, so if 5,000 looks divided by if looks could kill, then you equal whatever it is.
8 hours.
8 hours, exactly.
Oh,
Actually,
maybe
either-
you could kill your contract when you were that old. You're so powerful you can kill your death
Oh, maybe.
contract.
Just tell.
Well, I think if you could survive for one more year than 5,000, I think you'd be older than death, because death changes shifts every couple of years.
Grant said,
You know.
"Could you let me in 10 minutes ago?"
Oh.
Is he at the right place?
Probably. Give me a second.
I hit the.
Somebody
Alright.
else play.
We're having some
I'll do it.
issues
Alright.
with our special guest.
We have technical difficulties. We're gonna have a break from our sponsor quick. Hey kids, do you ever go down the street and figure out what you need? Yeah! Now you know. Brought to you by A and B, the
Enough
bed
of
and
that.
breakfast
Enough of that.
for all of us.
Enough of that. How you going?
About enough of that. Come on, turn it off. Can we mute the commercials?
We don't have any commercials.
I like this song though. It's playing.
I think if I was
We're
a
still on the
I
dog
would love
playlist.
this song.
Only songs dogs can hear. So if you're into that, message us on Facebook or follow us at apartment12.com /give the dog a bone.com.
If you don't get back to your community, you're fucked.
Did you find him?
Hey, Grant.
Okay.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey,
Good.
we're just in time for your part of the podcast.
We're recording a podcast. Hey everybody, this is
Wonderful.
special guest Grant Malen.
Hello.
He's a special friend of ours.
He's the light guy.
Underline special if this was written out.
Yeah.
Very special. We're happy to have him tonight. Grant, how's it do? How are you doing?
Wonderful.
He's that little guy
Alright.
I was talking about. I'd switch bodies with. I'd put a little mic in his ear.
Oh yeah.
The mental one.
Okay. Alright, now the important question, Grant. Would you rather sweat broccoli and cheddar soup, or every movie you watch slowly becomes Shrek halfway through?
Broccoli and cheddar soup.
But quickly, let me remind you that there is a correct answer.
Broccoli and cheddar soup.
Tread lightly.
I'm guessing it's wrong, but broccoli and cheddar soup.
No, you're right.
Okay.
Alright, you passed. You can stay.
Good.
Alright, what's up?
Every movie being Shrek would be awful.
Only half of it, though.
A half of it.
Which half?
The
It
same
depends.
half
No,
every time?
no.
It's every other second.
No. Just half of everything in the movie is like mixed with Shrek things. So so if it's like Russell Crowe, he's also like half Shrek. So it sounds like a demonic
I like that.
Michael Myers guy.
Shit, sorry.
But would it be the same half every time? Like if you watch
Oh,
it different
like
time?
each scene it could be bottom Shrek, top Shrek ears. You know.
Okay.
Shrek's penis is always visible.
Oh yeah, it's a must.
Ooh, that almost makes me reconsider.
All right, what do you got for us, Luke? What's the next one?
Would you rather be left with a cliffhanger?
Fuck you!
And with that, we're off. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
You're kicked off the podcast.
No.
Made it 30 minutes.
Would you rather be able to rewind time for 60 minutes a day or freeze time for 60 minutes a day?
Is this rewind in the sense like a old tape?
Like it scratches and makes weird noises.
Because then no. I don't like that sound.
Okay.
I don't like that sound.
So you get exempt from this question.
Alright. So it is the tape. It makes the sound.
I guess we decided that
Alright.
that's what it does.
Yeah, I didn't. You guys were surprised by the stipulation of it being a cassette tape, which is life. Whatever.
Fuck. Yes, amazing.
But really, would you rather fast forward or freeze time? Or what was it? Rewind or freeze?
Yeah, rewind or
Rewind.
freeze. I would rewind
You
too.
can fix your mistakes.
I think I'd freeze.
So when you freeze, does everything stop except for you?
Yeah.
Can you interact with the world? Do you get older those 60 seconds?
I don't know.
It's 60 minutes.
Try
is
it.
that?
Oh,
60 minutes, yeah.
Oh
minutes.
shit, okay.
So you could do a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, freezing time would be nice.
You
Like,
get
can
so
fix
you
your
basically get an hour a day, another hour.
Can you touch a boob while you're in
Oh,
60 minutes?
But you
I
can
don't,
also-
depends how quick you are.
Alright, what if I want to touch a boob in 60
takes
minutes?
over
But,
60
like,
minutes. to
what's
touch
the
a boob.
actual difference? Like, what? Because if it's not that, then you can, like, touch boobs. You can, like, go on a crime spree,
Yeah.
and then reverse it, and you're 60 minutes back and you didn't do any of that stuff.
So it's like a
That's
game,
true.
and you can go on the save file
Yeah.
and go back. By the way, we're playing a game. Listening to the noises, can you tell what it is? Comment and subscribe below, and you'll get the answer. It's not Rocket League.
Don't subscribe.
No, please.
Please, oh god.
That's actually, like, can you actually think of any advantages to freezing other than rewinding or the other way around?
Freezing time, you could do more.
So,
But I'm pretty sure you're right. If
What
you're
would the
true.
temperature be if you froze time? Would it be
32
freezing?
degrees,
Since you're
yeah.
freezing time.
no, time doesn't
Oh,
freeze
true.
via temperature.
It'd be absolute zero.
Oh, God.
Absolutely.
That doesn't really help.
So, like, if you've ever played the game Life is Strange, she
Whoa,
can
whoa, whoa.
rewind time, but if she grabs something
We're
before...
not sponsored by them.
Oh shit, censor that part out.
Alright.
Alright, but she
To the audience, don't
She
censor it. Censor it. You're
Okay.
no, hear me out. She can rewind time, but anything she grabs before she rewinds time
Is nothing.
is still with her. You know?
Yeah.
I
So,
don't
like, if
know.
that was possible, you could steal something, rewind time, and you still have it.
Okay, so say, like, you forgot to turn in your paper. So you just write your paper, and then you rewind time to the due date. Did the writing on the paper rewind to when it was a blank sheet of paper?
No, it would stay.
It would stay. So,
I think-
actions you did. But, like, say
No,
you,
that
like, you
wouldn't
shot
work
some-
then.
Yeah, because then
That-
you, like, shoot somebody, you
in
rewind
this-
it, are they still
okay.
In
shot?
this case, you're the only thing that's being rewound.
So you'd get to know,
Anything on your person, I
so
think.
you would
Oh,
get
freeze
knowledge. That knowledge would be the main
Yeah.
thing you could get from that. Like, of what's gonna happen.
I might do freeze, then.
Yeah, you could get into a lot of places you wouldn't be able to.
Yeah.
Also, do you think they were intending this to be like all at once? So could you rewind time for a minute?
Oh.
You think you could do
Oh,
it in
yeah.
segments?
Oh,
If you
true.
could
be like,
You
I'm
get
only
a
one rhyme.
total of
Yeah.
60 minutes.
Or do you have to rewind time if you didn't want to that day? Or freeze time?
What if you're obligated to?
You can just rewind while you're sleeping. If you don't do it, it turns midnight.
What
It's
if you-
rewind to 11?
Yeah.
you're sleeping
What
an
if
extra
you
hour.
sleep and then you go back? Would you still get the rest from there? Would you feel rested from the hour sleep
See,
you didn't
that's what I was
actually
saying.
get?
I'd hope. It'd be
So-
like daylight savings
So
time
could you
every
eat?
night.
Could you eat food, rewind it back while you didn't eat it, but still
Oh
have
no,
a
but
feeling?
if
that
you
would
freeze
be
time, you
sweet.
can't eat ever again. So you die of
What?
starvation.
Hey, yo, where'd you get that?
No. Hold on, guys. He's right.
I thought I'd like to add my own twist.
That could be a thing. Would you rather? And each person gets to add a twist to one of the things.
Okay.
I would do the
Would you rather
crisp and
freeze time or
refreshing
freeze time
flavor
after?
of Mountain Lightning.
The Krispy Kreme taste.
Alright, so let's play a new game, okay? Someone has to
Well,
name-
we're not done with this one.
Luke,
Let's
listen to me. Oh my god, I'm gonna kill myself on this podcast. Alright,
Whoa, this isn't 13 Reasons Why. Oh.
welcome to your tape, you fucking bitch. Alright, so here's the
This is a
game.
no swearing podcast.
We,
Yeah, this is
someone names a superpower or a superpower they'd like to have, and the next person has to name like a stipulation of it,
That was too
Okay.
like
That
a
was
caveat.
3 minutes
Okay, you
ago.
know what I'm saying?
a complication.
Yeah.
got you 3 goals.
A complication or the opposite of it, and that would be like the super villain.
Okay. Alright, so we can do either. So
You
for
go
example,
first.
So for example, I would say
Grant's gonna go for the counterpart.
this is a superpower that I would like to have, okay? I can fly at high speeds and never get tired
Or do you want to
or
whip it?
lose oxygen.
Or do you want this?
But your
go.
penis is a ceiling fan.
Right, yeah, well.
Okay.
It's what
Alright,
melts
you know what? That's good. So while you're flying, your penis becomes a ceiling fan.
Oh no, I thought it was all the time or only when you're flying.
I think when you're flying, when the superpower is activated.
Or when you get excited.
I'm gonna also add a stipulation to that. It's also spinning when you're breathing. So if you stop breathing, it doesn't move.
That's pretty good.
Okay. Alright, so would you guys have that superpower?
Does your ceiling fan collect static electricity, which makes dust hang on it?
All fans do that with blades, Brandon.
All right, this is halftime of the podcast. Not halftime in the sense of it's going to be another however long it has been. Just
But it
halftime as in I wanted to say that.
Alright, we're starting. Alright, welcome back everybody to the second half of first episode of Apartment 12.
Joining us today will be
We got very special
Nintos
guests.
Johnson.
Don't know.
Quite a character. We all haven't heard of him, but me for one, in fact, have heard that he's a very special guest, and he didn't get Nine Toes Johnson's name for nothing. He in fact lost 2 toes in a sawmilling accident because he got stuck between 2 logs.
I started with 11.
But he was scared.
Oh yeah?
He was scared to tell people he had 8 toes, so
What?
thus 9 toes.
Oh, he did start
Mr. Ninetoes Johnson, if I get this right, you actually had 11 toes in the beginning, but you were very scared, so you said you had 10.
Alright,
Thus
introducing
the
Nine
eight.
Toes Johnson.
Yeah, hello.
Tell us your story from your perspective, not the host's perspective.
Everything he said has been true.
But was it true that I lied about the sawmill?
Everything, including that, was true. Your lie was also true according to what you have just
It was
said.
truly a lie.
Oh, that's interesting. Did you make a lot of money at the sawmill?
Here,
Mr.
let me give
Johnson?
you some more backstory. So I had 10 toes originally. I began working at the sawmill. I continued to have 10 toes when I began.
Tell us more.
I worked at the sawmill for 35 years. Before that, I worked at another sawmill for 55 years.
Oh wow!
35 years, 55 years, those are some big numbers. Can you tell us a little bit about your age, sir?
So you've worked in mills for 90 years of your life.
Yes, I'm very old, but I'm still feeling spry.
Oh.
See, here's the thing. I had 10 toes. According to what he has said about me, I now have 8 toes, which is true. The accident that I was involved in was an incident which is very common at sawmills, where you get stuck between 2 logs and your toes come off. It's pretty normal. Textbook getting stuck.
I heard they have a
between
name for that too.
Yeah, they call it splindgleisling.
Oh, that sounds like a sauce.
No, it's German for shit.
Is it true you get 8 splinters when that happens?
In each of your remaining toes. That's
No, that's not quite how it works. You get 10 splinters, but after you lose your toes, so there's 2 splinters and 2 toes of your remaining ones, and 1 in the rest.
Okay.
What would you say?
Does that make sense?
What would you say your toes mean to you right now, not any other day?
My toes mean a lot to me today. Other days, maybe not so much. Today, especially, I'm going on a toe expedition.
Oh, is that why you were here at Apartment 12?
Yes, I wanted to promote my toe expedition. As a Jewish man, we get a free pilgrimage to Israel to do a toe expedition, which is where we show our toes to other Jews.
Do you show the toe that was cut off, or just the little nubs you got?
Wait, do you keep your toes that are cut off?
Yes, I've kept them in a mason jar that I drink coffee from every morning.
Oh, very educational.
I have a question for you.
Oh yeah.
What are you doing here?
We live here.
Okay. I'm satisfied with that.
Mr. Nine Toes Johnson, if you will.
My-
Would you say you're a? I don't want to be rude. A religious man.
I am Jewish, but I was raised Jewish, so I would say I have kept my faith.
Would you ever consider?
I'll stop you right
Making-
there. I know exactly what you're gonna say, and the answer is yes. I would, in fact, have many sex.
I
If
was
I
going to
could.
say make love
not able.
with animals.
Look.
Does your lack of toes make women less likely to talk to you? Oh, I don't want to assume that you're into women, but
I am into women. In fact, I'm into very large women, very large Jewish women.
You look quite large yourself. You're looking pretty plump. Have you tried going on diets lately?
Yes, but with my toes, my diet does not allow me to go on it.
how much weight do you think losing your toes let you lose?
At least 50. My toes were huge.
Oh, is that why your name is Tiny Toes?
Who said that?
A comment we got.
You have commenters right now on the screen?
Yeah, it's Grant. He's still here.
Okay. Hello.
So did you start working in the mills early in your lifetime? I hear that's very popular where you're from. And where you from?
Well, I'm from Philadelphia, but I started working at sawmills when I was 70. So I.
Oh wow, you're very old looking for
So I have-
106-year-old
Yeah, we thought you
man.
were older than that.
Well, before
look
that, I
old.
worked in other things too before I was born. So I have some more experience.
You were born at 70. Am I getting that right?
No, I was born before 70 and before 0.
Okay.
But I worked in Philadelphia as a stripper before I became a sawmillist.
Oh, okay.
Very nice. What do you think President Trump's views on the sawmill coalition?
He's kind of a dick ass. He keeps trying to fire us all personally somehow.
Wait, so you've actually talked to Mr. President?
Oh, many times. I have to fight for my job every day. He visits the sawmill every day and fires us.
So is he a good fighter?
Fighter?
Yeah, you have to fight him off.
Well, I don't fight him with fists. I fight him with a number of toes.
Oh,
I just-
okay.
To be exact.
Would that number be 8?
He has less toes than me, yes.
Oh,
Oh,
has he
wow.
lost any in the fights for the sawmill coalition?
No, that was from earlier. I think when he was sexing his wife, they got stuck.
Oh, okay.
Between
Speaking
two
of,
logs.
have you ever had any wives in your 160 years of life?
Well, I've had several girlfriends.
Oh, okay.
One of them, yes, did become my wife.
Okay. So she's now your ex-girlfriend and your wife?
And ex-wife.
Oh, okay. Did she pass away?
No, I fired her from being my girlfriend in order to have a new girlfriend wife.
I hear that's
So I've
very
had 2
popular.
wives
Alright.
that I know of.
In Philadelphia, I hear that's very popular to do.
Yes, in Philadelphia, it is crazy. And I was born in there when the colonials were there. You know, 1600
Oh, so that was before you were born, right?
during.
Okay.
I was born the whole century of it. It was a very long process.
Yeah, it takes a long time to raise good sawmilltons
Now,
like you.
hearing that you were born throughout all the 1600s, I'm a very learned doctor. I'm in medicine. I dabble in ebooks. Do you remember your experience in your, let me get this straight, your father's womb? Because Before the natural causes of the 1700s, males were the bearing parent. Would you like to
that's
explain a little bit?
Little known fact about that.
very
Yes.
loaded question. So what exactly are you trying to ask again?
What was it like in your dad's balls? And
I was-
being cummed out?
It's a it's a common misconception. I was never in the balls. I was mostly up above in the uvular region.
Oh, so you were a high baby.
I was in his throat, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Was it before or after his balls dropped? Did you feel his voice getting lower as you ascended?
What? No. Look, okay, hear me out. I was in his throat.
You're just an angel.
Many.
All right, Tiny Toes. Finish this up. We'll have time for one more question, and then we're gonna
Okay.
step on up.
Right, of course.
Tell us more, you're old.
Can I get a real question, please, that I'm able to answer?
All right.
All right.
Would you rather become Rick Harrison or his pawn shop?
The pawn shop is in the building.
I don't know if it's a building. It
Or
could be a person right
is
now.
it an object? Would you consider a building an object?
Well, tell them what an object is to go.
It's inanimate.
Different than what you said before, but
He's had some time to stew.
yeah.
Yes, I would. Yes, I would be a building.
Oh.
All right.
It doesn't matter if it was a pawn shop or anything, just you have a burning passion to be a building?
Ever since I was young, I've had a fetish of building.
All right. We'll move
Now,
on.
buildings are not only fun and discerning, but they're also naturally,
Growing.
they make you depressed.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's
Oh, of course, yes.
the building depression of, what was it again, Tiny Toes?
Oh, the Great Depression was years ago.
Oh, yes, colonials.
The building depression.
All right,
Very dirty
I'm
time.
sorry to have to cut this short, but I need to go. My girlfriend's asking me to do some favors, like go grocery shopping and kill a cat.
Daddy tells Jim is shitting everywhere right now.
Oh, geez, she's here even.
Oh, this is just in, our producers say, leave. You gotta go. Please.
Yeah, we're actually not paying you to be on right now, so you have to go.
All right, see ya.
All right, thank you. And we're gonna be back in a few messages for our next guest. It was a big guy.
No. It's already done.
Hey everyone, it's me, Bob Saget. I'm here with a new product you're gonna love. Imagine this, you're walking alone on a cool, crisp night. Your whole family's just been murdered. You're feeling good, you're feeling free. Blood everywhere all over your body. You murdered them. You're very pleased. You're very happy. What can make this moment any better? I know. A tall, cool, crisp glass of very cheap Mountain Dew knockoff. Mountain Lightning! It'll fill your mouth with cum and splooge taste. You'll love every second of it. It's gonna be so hard to clean out of your mouth. But it's so cheap and it's so refreshing. And you're gonna buy it again and again and again. Mountain Lightning!
Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in to our episode of Apartment 12. Tonight we have
Booyah Goldfish!
Snack, get a snack, get a snack, get a snack, get a snack that smiles back. Get a snack that smiles back. It's not goldfish, it's something better. It's something sweet, you don't find it in a toilet, you don't flush down the toilet when you're dead. It's that crunchy taste you like, doot, 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 doot. It's not almonds, doot, 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 doot. Not any type of crackle nut, doot, 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 doot. It's not a cracker at all.
Alright, ladies, thank you for stopping by for apartment number 12. Don't let the doors slap your ass on the way out.
Bye.